From censored files to clear evidence, this is Redacted Realms.
Haunted paintings that make your hair stand on end. Painting brings a sophistication that anyone who contemplates can feel. It is an emotional wordless language. Each painting contains the story that the artist wants to convey. There are paintings with liberal brushstrokes and bright colors, helping us see a more beautiful world. But there are also paintings that lead us into strange and mysterious worlds, even places that harbor spirits. The story of the painting of the suffering man, the rain woman, or the terrifying hands will surely give you goosebumps when you hear it. So what really happened around these paintings? Right now, let's find out with D2T. The Rain Woman. In 2006 in Vinnytsia City, Ukraine, female artist Svetlana Telis was sitting looking for ideas for her next work, when suddenly an image appeared in her mind urging her to paint this painting immediately. The female artist herself also shared that before painting, she always felt like she was being watched for a long time. She felt as if some force was controlling her. Strangely, that day it was raining. She was sitting in front of a blank canvas, thinking about what to paint, when suddenly the image of a woman appeared clearly on the drawing. From the face, colors to the way shadows were cast, everything appeared extremely realistic. When she picked up the brush to paint, it felt like someone was holding her hand controlling each brushstroke. The completed painting surprised her greatly, because the woman in black with pale skin looked exactly like the person who had been watching her. The painting was later completed and warmly received by the art world. However, after acquiring it, customers successively showed horror because of the feeling this painting brings. The first was a female entrepreneur living alone. After bringing the painting home, she hung it in her bedroom. But just after 2 weeks, Svetlana received a midnight call from the woman saying, "Please take that painting back. Sleep, I feel like there. I even took it down and hid it behind the cabinet. But I still had this feeling." The next buyer was a young man. After buying the painting for a while, he returned it to Svetlana and didn't ask for his money back. According to his account, he said that he kept dreaming of a woman in the painting walking around. Even when awake, he still sensed the woman's shadow. That drove him crazy and extremely scared. Since then, rumors about the painting made everyone curious about it. As for the third customer, he decided to buy the painting regardless. But later, this man also regretted buying it. Unlike previous customers, he also felt severe headaches when in the same room with the painting. Additionally, he always felt the half-closed eyes of the woman as if secretly watching him. Increasingly haunting, this woman's eyes became unforgettable. Finally, he became so terrified that he had a nervous breakdown and returned the painting. Currently, the painting has been sealed by the police to avoid causing public panic. The August Man. The painting The August Man was inherited by its owner named C. Robinson from his grandfather. To this day, he still doesn't know the identity of the painter. However, according to her account, the story seems quite eerie. That painter used his own blood mixed with oil paint to complete the work. She also said that not long after completing the painting, this man passed away. To this day, there's no way to verify whether this story is true or false. But subsequent events make it hard not to believe her account. After inheriting it, C. Robinson really loved the painting, but he felt there was something truly terrifying about the painting. Therefore, the August Man was stored in the wine cellar for a long time. However, after the 2010 flood, the painting was moved to the garage. With special concern and fear that someone might damage the relic she left behind, he hung the painting in the empty bedroom upstairs. This was also when mysterious phenomena began to appear in his house. When the painting was in the basement, his children didn't dare enter the basement and only stood outside to get water. And now, with the painting upstairs, they no longer dare to go upstairs. The couple often heard unexplained crying sounds throughout the night. They thought it was crying or cat sounds coming from outside. But later they saw the shadow of a strange man in the house. That shadow was sometimes under the bed, sometimes behind the closet door, sometimes passing by. Just as Sin turned off the bedroom light, Sin thought he was hallucinating due to many sleepless nights because of strange noises. Until one day, Sin's wife experienced the same feeling. While sitting in the living room, he suddenly heard his wife's panicked scream from upstairs. He ran up and found her in panic, startled, saying that, while half asleep, she always felt someone stroking her hair. Thinking her husband was lying beside her, she turned around and saw a strange man staring at her. This haunted his wife and caused her to have continuous nightmares for many days. And the climax was when their son Cannon fell down the stairs and got injured. At that time, he said it felt like someone pushed him down the stairs. To strengthen his belief, he decided to set up a camera in front of the painting from midnight to morning for monitoring. In the first 2 days, nothing unusual happened. But on the third day, at 3:45 a.m., the shadow of a middle-aged man passed through the frame, terrifying him. A few days later, the door opened by itself even though there was no wind. Then suddenly, the painting fell down on its own without anyone touching it. These videos were soon uploaded by him to YouTube and quickly became famous. Many people contacted him to buy the painting, but he didn't sell, perhaps partly because it was a relic left by his mother. The crying sounds at night continued to scare family members in the following days, making Cindy decide to take the painting to a supernatural phenomena research group for exorcism. Currently, he has locked this painting securely and stored it in the basement. In 1972, William Storman, an artist living in America, received a contract to paint 2 paintings for $200. While lacking ideas and with the painting deadline approaching, he drew inspiration from the title of a poem his wife wrote. Hands resist him. According to accounts, his painting referenced a photo his adoptive parents took when he first came home, standing next to a rather scary-looking little girl. The girl's eyes were painted completely black and she was holding a battery in her hand. One thing that might make you shudder more is that behind the glass in the photo background are arms touching the glass surface. By the year 2000, the painting was unexpectedly listed for sale on eBay with a warning. Do not bid on this painting if you are prone to stress-related illnesses, have a weak heart, or are unfamiliar with supernatural phenomena. This painting may or may not have supernatural powers, but it could affect or change your life. Because it is believed to be linked to the deaths of many people and spiritual phenomena that occurred. In 1974, John Mailer, a famous film actor who appeared in The Godfather, was sold the painting by Storm Nahom in an art exhibition. But by 1984, John Mailer had passed away. Carlos Francarden, who had commissioned Stonem to paint the picture, who was also the host of the exhibition, and art critic Hendy Saditz were also present there. He mentioned Stonem's painting in his commentary in the Los Angeles Times. These 2 individuals died in 1978 and 1981 respectively, and then the painting disappeared. Then it was found by the seller behind the building. The seller shared that when they found it, they thought it was an excellent work of art. But every night, their daughter saw a little girl, a boy, and the arms in the painting disappear. Sometimes the daughter even saw these 2 characters fighting. Shortly after, the seller set out a camera in the room and discovered that when night fell, the image of the doll darkened, the arms behind the door also disappeared, and the battery in the girl's hand turned into a gun. After that, the little girl completely vanished. Many people felt headaches after seeing the painting sold online. Many also said that their children cried incessantly after seeing the painting. Later, the painting was sold to a man named Kim Smith in Grand Rapids, Michigan, USA, and kept in his gallery. Subsequently, 2 of his employees working there also died. Thus, it can be seen that there are still many inexplicable spiritual things around us, right? Which painting makes you feel the most terrified? Leave a comment below to let the IT know. Thank you for listening. Goodbye and see you again. Subscribe to the Gian Migo channel so you don't miss exciting videos.
If this file opened your eyes, subscribe and open the next case.